You thought Kentucky was just another state you flew over occasionally. Oh, contraire, mon frere. We've got Kentucky Bourbon Trail. 3 of your favorite words together at last. We're going to talk about the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, how to successfully pull it off, and what you need on this episode of Voca Vacay. That is Marie over there.
That's Frank.
And we come back and talk about Kentucky Bourbon Trail right now.
Prepare yourself for the bestest, amazingest, and overall super duperest travel program in the history of ever. Vacation like it's your job and live vicariously through yourself. It's time now for Voca Vacay.
The Kentucky Bourbon Trail, you talk about marketing genius here. A whole bunch of people make bourbon in Kentucky. Marie, you seem surprised.
Bourbon. It's delicious.
So here's what happens. Some neophytes, which means amateur travelers out there, they're going to think, you know what? Let's go to a distillery. What's that angelic sound? That's Ariel from The Little Mermaid. How about we take that excitement level and ramp it up by a factor of 16? Mm-hmm. Because that's what we have. We have what it's called the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, which I think is great.
It's not a trail of tears, though you will be if you hit them all. It's more of a trail of enlightenment, excitement, and drunkery.
You're talking eternal happiness and joy and mirth. Here's what happened. State of Kentucky, these guys got together in 1999, so 2 decades ago plus, and they said, tell you what, instead of fighting each other, let's band together in one conglomerate of awesomeness for bourbon. Boom. Good idea, right?
Bourbon.
So here's how this works. You go into the distillery, the first one, and it can be any of, and we're about to read the 16 to you in a second. You go to any of these 16 distilleries, and you say, I would like a souvenir passport.
And there's different tours you can take, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But you basically go in, taste the deliciousness. Mm-hmm. You get a souvenir.
Yes.
You move on to the next one, and you get to keep a little record of it.
Yes, and the passport stamp, here's the deal. You can't just drive by. It's not like a drive-by tasting or drive-by distillery run where you go in and say, okay, just stamp my passport. No. You must go through. You got to take the tour.
Yes.
Got to take the tour.
So it costs a little bit of cash.
A little bit of cash, but nothing you can't handle, and totally worth it. So,
all right, well, here's the 16.
Take notes at home. Or check out our website. We'll have them listed there.
Yeah, sure. The 16 distilleries are on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Angel's Envy. Oh, yeah. Bardstown Bourbon Company. Mm-hmm. Bullet.
Personal favorite.
Evan Williams. Mm-hmm. Four Roses.
That's yours.
That's my personal favorite.
Okay.
Heaven Hill. Mm-hmm. Jim Beam. Lux Row. Maker's Mark.
Nice.
Mitchers.
We have not made it to that one.
No, but we should go live there.
Oh, yeah, you guys are next.
That might be another episode. Okay. Old Forester.
Aha.
OZ Tyler. Rabbit Hole.
Yep.
I think that's funny. Going down an old rabbit hole of bourbon.
Boy, that is catchy. I will remember that one now.
Town Branch.
Okay.
Wild Turkey.
Yes, that's a good one.
And Woodford Reserve.
Oh, that's another. Yeah, I can't say anything bad about Woodford Reserve. That is such a go-to.
Yeah, that's like the pinnacle. Wait, it's not the what's the
epitome?
The epitome? No. With the
apex?
No.
The awesomeness, the best, the finest, the purest.
You'd be really good at crosswords.
I'm just gonna stop right now. Mr. Thesaurus is not needed today. Okay, what were you trying to say, dear?
You said it was the most ultimate.
Yeah.
Word, what's that word? We had an argument about this once.
Well, I said that the word penultimate.
The penultimate, yes.
But penultimate is not the ultimate.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was.
I thought it was too.
It means second best.
Oh, well, it's not the penultimate.
No, it is.
Because Woodford Reserve is kind of up there.
We need samples right now. So here's how this works. You start anywhere, and you don't have to do these in any particular order. They have a website. We'll give you the tag at the end of the show here. But they have a website, and they show you on a map. No hiding where these things are. They are well marked, and you can even do GPS and basically get the distances and all that stuff. So you can start at any of these.
Yes.
You do not have to do them in sequence.
Nor do you have to remember which ones you've done in order.
No.
You actually we'll forget because you'll be drinking a lot of bourbon.
Just check your passport. And you're not supposed to, stop. No. You're not supposed to do these one day.
I said that so you could say that.
Don't do these in one day.
You're not going to go get trashed on the tour.
No, you're not. It's actually a very respectable, genteel kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you're going to be 16 kinds of happy by the time it's all done. When you do this, though, you will go in and you will take the tour, and they will stamp your passport as a lifetime memory. And the cool thing is that when you do this, when you hit all 16 at the end, not only do you have a souvenir passport, which you should show off to your friends, because it's kind of a thing.
You could frame it.
Yeah. You also get an official Kentucky Bourbon Trail tasting glass. That's free. They just give that to you at the end. Now, let's go back and explain this. When you do all 16, not all 16, like let's say you go to, let's pick one, Rabbit Hole. Let's say Rabbit Hole is number 16. You can't go there and say, okay, here's my passport, stamp it. Okay, where's my glass? It doesn't work that way. The glasses are only, I think there's only a couple of locations they're actually at, because there's 3 official trailhead centers that you can go to in person.
Oh, yes. They're in Louisville, Bardstown, and Lexington.
That's right. And let's say that you end up at one of these and isn't in any of those 3 cities, okay? You can mail it in. That's right. There is a special address in Lexington, and they will mail you the gift and return your stamped passport. So there's 2 important passports that you need to have in your life. One is the passport that you travel with, and the second one is the Kentucky Bourbon Trail official commemorative passport.
And Mom will hang it on the fridge after.
Darn right. Now, here's the deal. Once you do this, you can also purchase, and they've got a website, you can purchase glassware, apparel, gifts, the wood barrel. What?
Yes, they do the barrel wood, and you can make many different things out of it. So you can purchase like what's one slat of barrel wood?
A stave.
God, again with the crossword words.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so you can get like a stave.
I know my bourbon and stuff. This is easy.
You can get a stave, and you can make a shot, one of those like shot glass flights. God, again with the crossword words.
Yeah. I can finish the one on Delta Airlines, the crossword puzzle on that, and only have to look at the answers 4 or 5 times and cheat off the guy next to me. But if you look at this, the staves, you can also get the barrel tops.
You can.
The round parts, you can make a lovely table.
Yes.
Or something like that. And
you get the whole barrel.
Yeah.
The whole barrel or the top.
Yeah. Or
just the stave.
And the staves, we've seen this before. You can actually get these where they have the little hooky things. So how many of you have this loser idea at home that suddenly you have to hang up your coat and you have a regular coat rack? That's loser talk. You could get one of these staves, and they actually have these on the website at the gift shop. You get it's the stave, and it has the little coat hooks on there. So after that, you just go, oh, I've returned. And your coat is hung up on a coat hook, held up by Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Stave. Boom.
It's fancy.
Fancy. This is nice. Okay. And also, if you do the passport thing, remember, the commemorative tasting glass is free. However, you can go on the website and purchase something else, which is only if you've done all 16 of these. And what is that?
This is, I don't know, what is it? That's right. You can purchase glassware, apparel. This is what happens when you have me as a sidekick.
And then,
I was thinking about bourbon.
Should have gone over this before. Also, a T-shirt.
Okay. Glassware, apparel, gifts, barrel wood stuff, T-shirt for $16, but only if you've taken the tour of all 16 distilleries.
So it's $1 per distillery.
Yeah.
And it's totally worth it. Okay. Now, we have not completed all of this. I'm not going to lie to you about that. So I almost want to start afresh.
Oh, I don't.
Where's your passport?
I don't have the passport.
See, we got to start over now. We got to do this correct.
Man.
We got to
twist my arm.
Oh man! Oh no! That's the sound of my arm being dislocated. So what we're going to do? We have gone to some of these. We've gone to actually quite a few. We've gone to like half, I think. But the one that I need to talk about the most is Maker's Mark. Because some of these are right next to each other, by the way. Some of these are right down the road where you'll get whiplash going, oh yeah, there's the other one we've got to go to. And we almost killed ourselves in an accident doing that once because I saw it one turn too late.
Oh yeah. And
did a dramatic, but everyone was safe, and
and no one was drunk.
No one was drunk. You
don't get drunk at these.
No.
You get a little to wet your whistle, and you have a good time tasting it. And they talk about the notes, and it's really nice. I said we come back to different levels of tours.
Yes.
So really quickly, briefly, What are the different levels of tours?
Okay, for example, let's look at the Woodford Reserve tour.
Yes.
Okay, and this is something that we can discuss because there are different levels of tours. I think all of these, there's a basic tour, and then all of them have a regular tour. But then there are more advanced tours for the connoisseur. At Woodford, let's pick on them for a second because we love them so much. Woodford Reserve Tour. They have a distillery tour. Let's look at this like I am Joey and you are Monica.
It's game on! It's time for Monica versus Joey.
If I'm Joey going there, guess what? I'm taking the tour. It's $18 or $20. I think it depends on time of day. Basically, for $20, you can go out and do Woodford Reserve Tour. They stamp your passport. Boom, ding, fries are done. You've had it.
That's because Joey would be like, I did it. I'm here.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. Get the passport.
Bourbon.
Get the
Yes.
T-shirt. Get the thing.
Bye.
Yes, I'm done. I'm in. I'm out. I've fulfilled my obligations to the realm, and all is good now. So what's the problem? Apparently,
Joey's happy with anything.
I'm happy to fly economy coach and sit on someone else's lap. And I'll go Greyhound. I don't care. Okay, so apparently there are some people who would like to have the Corn to Cork tour. And I'm not making fun of this. I'm just saying for some people who want the more base level, moderate economy thing, the Joeys of the world, do the $20 tour. But at Woodford, they have another option for people like Marie.
Well, because if we're going to talk friends and you're Joey, then I got to be Monica because I'm the one that's like, oh, but look, we could do this. And now we have to do this and we will do this because then we can say we did it.
Yes. We did it the right way. I just did it my way. You do it the right way.
So for more money, I know, but for a more advanced experience, the Corn to Cork tour is $30.
Yeah.
And that's where you get to taste everything, but they give you tastes of things that have been aged longer.
Yes.
You get to see different, a more advanced part of the distillery.
They tend to be
they show
smaller.
you the secret stuff.
Yeah, they do. And they tend to be smaller tours too.
Yes.
And here's the deal. Whenever I say things about the tours, generally the tours are going to be 20, maybe 30 people at these. It's not like a big cattle call at Disneyland. Don't get me wrong. These tours are very professional. They're very nice and they're very interactive. They have tour guides who know their stuff and you can talk to them. They'll talk to you. We've been on tours before that were full that had about 20 or 30 people. We've been on tours where it's just been us. And it's very like, oh, hi, what do you guys want to know? So they'll do that. But the different levels. So if you do the Joey level tour, and again, I'm not degrading if these are not bad tours. Sometimes you don't have enough time because the more Monica level tours, they're more extensive. They take longer.
And people ask really good questions because some people at home are actually trying to do this.
Yeah.
Like moonshiners.
Yeah.
It's like
that's enough of your bad mouthing of moonshiners.
But no, people ask some really specific questions about the process and the materials used, and it's very enlightening. And those tours, like the more expensive tours, they take longer.
Right.
So I, being the Monica, feel like if you drive out to somewhere, it's like, hey, we're here.
Yeah.
Let's,
make it a thing.
Have a good time.
but here's the thing, and sometimes if you're pressed for time, if you're going through Kentucky, because Kentucky is, some people it's a destination, and other people think, well, I'm going to Michigan or Tennessee or West Virginia or Illinois, wherever. You're going someplace nearby. If you only have time for so much, you can go ahead and pick off, the basic tour, and there's no shame in that.
No, because
both of them are a lot of fun. It's just a different experience, and some of it is depending on your pocketbook, and a lot of it's also depending on how much time you have.
Well, yeah, and so here's what will eventually happen to everyone though is that you'll go do one,
yes,
and you'll love it.
And they'll stamp your passport.
Yes. And then you'll think, oh, I was just going to do one or two today.
No.
And then you'll get in the car and you'll start to drive and you'll see signs. And then those signs will take you down, oh, how apropos is this? Rabbit holes, where you'll go, oh, it's only 15 miles down this curvy road. We can make it in 5 minutes. And then you'll find yourself trying to hit as many as possible and then end up in a situation like us.
We will call this segment One Good Chortle because here's exactly what happened to us. Maker's Mark is located, and when we say Kentucky, look, a couple of them, I think Bullitt, and is it Angelo? There are some that are in actual large cities.
Yes.
But some of these are in rural areas of Kentucky.
Yes.
Which means middle of nowhere Kentucky.
Yes.
And that's a good thing. Maker's Mark is not in a large city.
Right.
It's not in a metropolitan area. There's no Taco Bell next door. Instead, you're surrounded by trees, which is cool. We were apparently, I will take the blame on this, I misjudged the time and the number of distilleries we were going to hit in a given day. I'm just driving along, minding my own business, not doing anything wrong. And the next thing you know, oh, there's a distillery. And we're leaving. And Maker's Mark, we found out it closed at 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was early because we're thinking, hey, 7 or 8. No, dude, it's a business. They're going to close earlier than, I think it's 4 or 5 o'clock.
Well, and also you don't realize that if you want to take a tour, depending on the length of the tour and the level, they have you book them so many minutes and hours before they close.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't want to be on a tour when they close and have people on the grounds.
And the thing is about these tours, we should mention that you need to book in advance.
You do.
Showing up, you can at the last minute. There might be space available, but some of these tours just fill up, especially if it's like Father's Day weekend, July 4th weekend, something like that. Book in advance. Don't be disappointed. Go online and follow the link and you'll be good.
I mean, they're very organized.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have to book in advance, and then if you don't, you have to get there and wait until the next one.
Did we mention you must be 21 years of age? Well, you can't be like 12.
No, wait. I think some people took their kids.
You can, but you don't get the flight of samples.
Yes, exactly. So you can bring family.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
it's very family friendly. It's a nice place. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
all of them are very professional.
It's a good point though, because if you want to try things. Yeah, you
got to do that. Now, here's the thing. So I totally misjudged the time, the distance. I don't do time and distance. I do travel. I don't know. So anyway, drive along, mind my own business. We see Maker's Mark. We did not take the Maker's Mark tour. But what we did do is that if you go directly into the gift shop, and we were sprinting to the gift shop, because the gift shop is not at the Welcome Center. It's two totally separate buildings. So I go, the skid marks and dust flying and gravel shooting all over the place. I go whip into this place like, oh, we made it. And we go run to the gift shops like, okay, what are we looking for? And they said, oh, yeah, the Maker's Mark. Because Maker's Mark, their claim to fame, besides being very good, is that their bourbon, they invert the bottles into,
it's wax.
It's red candle wax.
Yes.
And they pull it out.
It's red bottling wax.
Wow.
Yeah.
Check you out.
It's probably similar.
Wow.
But bottling wax is something that you seal things with, and candle wax is like, candles.
Okay.
So
this is red wax, and they do not do it at the Welcome Center area.
No.
You need to sprint across the distillery minutes before they actually close.
Well, here's the thing.
That was my fault.
It comes with one of the tours. That it ends with, you get to do your own bottle.
But we were too late for the tour.
Yeah, if you're like us and you misjudged the time and you sprinted to the gift shop,
okay,
they will let you pay to do it.
Okay, can I mention right now that Kentucky is not all in one time zone? Some of it's Eastern, some of it's Central. I'm going to look at a clock, okay? So apparently, thanks. Okay, my fault. So the one good chortle we have for this show is that we were driving like maniacs.
And it's beautiful out there.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
And the grounds for Maker's Mark is beautiful. But we wouldn't know because we had to
Because it was a blur whipping by us. And we get there, and it's a fairly large place, too.
It's very large because it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's like trees. Well, it's trees. Like, no, but it's like they've taken the grounds and they've broken it up into like beautiful picturesque places. Yeah, like a lot of distilleries do.
Yeah, and there's photo opportunities and all this stuff. And it's gorgeous, but...
Yeah, you have to kind of walk like across a campus to kind of get to the gift shop.
Yeah, all these places are like a little campus. That's a good way to put that. It's like a little campus. It's a campus of bourbon.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Bourbon.
Where do you pledge? So as we're looking at this, here's what happens. So we can't go there. We got to go. No. Go. And we got there, and they were so nice.
Oh,
Everyone at every single one of these distilleries has been unfailingly nice to us, which is really, it's just a wonderful experience at all these places. And we went to the gift shop, and there are people dipping bottles in wax. So you can buy a bottle and say, this is your souvenir bottle. And then they can take it and they put you, and we have pictures of this. We'll put these on the website. We have a picture. They give you long gloves, apron, a hazmat, safety goggles. It's pretty extensive, because they don't want you getting hurt.
Right.
And you go there and you go, whoop, and then you go, whoop. That's the sound. If you're, how to say this without the visual? The whoop, whoop, that's the sound of a bottle going into molten wax and then coming back out. That's exactly the sound it makes. It goes whoop, whoop, and it comes out, and then that's it.
It does sort of sound like that, except at the end, you have to twist it.
Oh.
You've got to do the twist.
Okay.
It's a dip, it's a whoop, and then it's a Ooh.
Oh, the old dip and twist.
The old dip and twist.
Oh, okay. See, that's where I got that wrong.
Ooh.
I was thinking Dippin' Dots, which is a totally different thing. So she did that, and we have the bottle to this day, and we have not broken the wax seal on this bottle yet.
I wonder when we will.
Soon.
Oh, man.
Getting all thirsty here. Okay, now. Okay, so that's it, and the turtles, we had to run. Oh my gosh, we had to sprint like fiends, and we come run out, but we got it, and it's all good. And so then we finished that. So let's advance this one more level. Let's say you do all 16. You get the passport.
Fancy.
You get the T-shirt.
Fantastic.
I know, everything's good. You're done, right?
No.
Oh, Buttercup, you haven't even started yet. There is, and now this is what we call, oh snap, now what? Snap.
Oh, snap. Now what?
I'm on fleek.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any better.
No, what do you got?
There's a craft tour.
A craft tour of,
Yes.
of what?
There's 20 distilleries in northern, central, western, and the bluegrass regions.
It's the Kentucky Bourbon Trail craft tour.
MG. Oh, snap. Now what? You need 5 days probably to visit all of them.
Yeah, because these are even more spread out than the original, or I should say the better known.
Okay, now, but hold on.
Yeah.
You get a stamp book, a passport for the other one. What do you get for this one? It's got to be something good.
Yeah, well, it has to be, because these guys are amazing too.
You get, I know what you get.
What do you get?
A commemorative mint julep cup. Oh.
You can see on our YouTube feed, I'm salivating right now.
Hold on, let me get a little drool right here.
I thought I'd go Kentucky and drool on myself with some craft here.
I do like a good mint julep.
Yeah, we've had those. So.
Oh, and
Yes.
I think
that's right.
You can probably find a place to teach you how to muddle one and make it, and all of that. Yeah.
And if you go to Kentucky Derby, that is the official drink. The Kentucky Derby
That's
is the
true.
mint julep.
Yep.
So you better get used to this idea right now. As it happens, so now you're doing this. Okay, now basic advanced math for me. You have 16 distilleries. Then you have 20. So 20 plus 16.
Oh my gosh.
What, you can't do it either?
That's a whole lot of bourbon.
That's 36.
That's great.
That is 36 distilleries. God bless Kentucky. What a wonderful, wonderful. And by the way, Kentucky is a beautiful, flat out gorgeous state. If you haven't been, you should go. We have been to one of the craft distilleries. We have been there.
We will do a segment on that, or I mean a whole show on that sometime.
And because that's a whole nother thing. And what was nice about that, or I shouldn't say what was nice, what was different about that, because it's also nice, but it's a different kind of nice, is that it was, we went in and it's way smaller. Yeah. And I think we were the only two people there. Yeah. Yeah.
And they personalized, like, it was very personalized. They answered your questions, and we'll talk about that in another show.
Yeah, yeah, but absolutely you can do that as well. And as we basically just sort of wrap up this idea, we want to leave you with a lesson to make your brain even better at travel than it is right now. You're getting an upgrade.
Upgrade my travel brain.
We're going to upgrade your travel brain.
Ooh, I like a good travel nugget.
We do this every episode, and what we do with the Upgrade Your Travel Brain segment is we talk about a new product or website or just something you need to know to make this experience even better. And this time, I believe it is a website. What is it?
It is the KentuckyBourbonTrail.com. It's KY BourbonTrail.com. KYBOURBONTRAIL.com.
KYBourbonTrail.com. It is a wonderful thing. It has the maps, has the locations. You can GPS stuff, and it tells you. And the thing is, it also will get you in touch with people who are like tour operators and promoters. So here's the deal: if you don't want to do this, or if you go, I'm going to get hammered, you really don't. But if it's a concern for you, if you want someone else to drive, they will put you in touch with people who will drive you. They will chauffeur you around. This is actually
nice.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
So it's actually very cool. And if you have a group of people or just you and the family, it's a lot of fun.
You could probably park in one place and Uber or Lyft around.
In the bigger cities, you could.
You think?
Yeah.
The ones right outside of Louisville.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, because there's some just right there, like that. Okay. Finally, should we do our final bit here?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the fun part of the show.
It's been drudgery so far, but here's where we discuss something.
Serious.
What the holy guacamole is this nonsense?
What the holy guacamole are you talking about?
Yeah, we read this today. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what the problem is here. So I literally looked at him and said, What the? Oh my God. Are you kidding? Huh?
Is it because you're Canadian that you did this? I don't know. Let me explain what happened. There's a flight within Canada. It's going from 2 cities like Toronto to Ontario. Pick 2 Canadian cities. It was there. This woman's on the flight. It's like an hour long. It's not a long flight. Hour long, 2 hours. Something, no big deal. So she straps herself in and takes a nap.
As we do.
Yeah, who doesn't sleep on them? That's what I'm going to do. When she wakes up, the plane is not only empty, it's shut down. It's on the tarmac.
I have to say, this has never happened to me. You have to think about it, though. Airplanes lull you into sleep like a little baby.
Yeah, but does no one notice that this woman is still... Okay.
She must have been in the back.
Yeah, and the size of an elf, I guess. No one saw her?
Well, what's more troubling to me is that the other passengers just left her. She'll figure it out.
She must have griped at them a whole lot. I'll just leave her. We don't care.
You're on your own, lady.
So
I hear that from him all the time.
You figure it out. So she wakes up. It's dark. By the way, this is Canada, so it's cold. She wakes up because it's cold. It's cold. It's dark. She said, "There are probably people who have nightmares about instances like this. Like I'm not talking to people naked from the classroom. No, I'm locked in a plane, alone.
It's Resident Evil. There are zombies. Where do I pick up a gun and the bullets and like I've got to eat this herb now and like you have to go and like collect coins and like yes, people play these games and wake up into these nightmares.
Upgrade, machete level. So here's how this works out. She wakes up and she does. I don't want to say it's wrong, but it's wrong what she does. Now she decides to do the following. She decides to get out of the plane. Her cell phone doesn't work.
Because it's dead.
It's dead. She can't charge it on the plane because the plane's dead.
Right.
So there's no juice. She goes into the cockpit. She gets a flashlight. I guess they leave the doors open in the cockpit when it's not flying, so why not? She walks in there, gets a flashlight. She starts waving it out the windows. Can't get anyone to notice her. Then she goes and she pushes a door open as best she can. A guy's going underneath with like luggage or security, but it's an airline worker on the tarmac, and it's nighttime. And it's like 40, she said it was 40 to 50 feet down, so she didn't want to jump that far down. This plane's up there.
That makes sense because, those jet bridges, that's why they exist.
Yeah, so she basically dangled her legs out until the guy, he's like, oh, there's a passenger, eh? He's Canadian.
Sounded just like that.
Beauty. Okay, so like there's like a passenger on the plane, eh? And it's like closed at night. Shh. Okay, beauty. Okay, so they're doing that. Now, we see this, and she gets rescued, and they're incredibly apologetic. They're looking into protocols and safety and blah, 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 all that stuff. But here's the problem, and this is why it's, what the holy guacamole is this person thinking? Would your first response, Marie, be, I got to get off of this plane?
That's why I said, what the? Oh my gosh. Really? Are you kidding me?
You had a unique response to this that I didn't even have, but your response, I'm like, oh my God, you're so much smarter at this than I am. What would you have done?
I would have gotten up, realized I was in a plane by myself, gotten my thoughts together, gathered myself and gone, okay, no self, okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. Where's the booze? I never get the accoutrement. I never get the upgrades.
There's an unlimited mini bar.
I'm eating every peanut, every pretzel, every bag of every
I'm
free
getting those kind bars that they have. Oh, they're delicious.
Yeah, and I'm opening every airplane bottle of booze. Yeah. And I'm having a party, man.
And it's not like they're going to come back and charge you. Go, oh, you drank our booze. It's like, dude, you locked me in the plane. Are you kidding me? So no. Yeah. So I think it's a wonderful point. If you ever find yourself locked in an airplane at night, don't try to escape.
Because here's the thing, they're gonna come back in the morning.
Yeah, they want the plane back.
Have a good time. Like, you fell asleep.
Yeah.
Clearly, your family doesn't care about you. They're not looking for you. You ain't got no friends. God. They're not looking for you.
My God. I just realized no one was there at the airport to pick this woman up.
Dude, have a party.
There's not even an Uber driver out there going, I don't see her, eh? So, I guess she's still locked on the plane, eh? No. No one's, oh my God, no one's waiting for her.
The only thing that kind of sucks is if your phone is dead, you can't take a selfie in a darkened plane.
True.
Drinking their drinks.
Eat their food, drink their drink.
Going to every single bathroom.
Oh, yeah. I would befoul that plane in so many levels.
I'd take another nap in first class just because I can.
Yeah,
I'd be selfieing it in the pilot's seat.
Yep.
I'd be like, I'm riding this.
Yep. I'd go in and I'd start flipping buttons and stuff like that. Dude,
Yes.
you shouldn't have left me in the plane. You left me in charge of like a $50 million, $100 million plane. She won't let me borrow the car for a weekend, and these guys left you a plane. They're going to want to... Now, here's the thing. Here's the only thing I'll say in defense of this woman's brain part. The only thing is, she did not know it was not the zombie apocalypse. So she could have woke up and said, I got to get out of the... I don't know. I guess you'd be safer to sit in the plane and let the zombies eat each other. You've got a mini bar. You can last for a while, right?
If she can see, and there's water.
Yeah.
Like there's like sustenance. You'll
yeah,
be fine.
Okay, wait,
But she
water.
could see out, so she could see there weren't zombies, right?
Yeah.
So you see live people, you just can't get their attention.
Right.
You think? Or was there no one until this guy?
I don't know. But
Maybe she did think it was the end. Oh my God, that is kind of scary. Now I kind of feel for her.
This is, and for those of you in Hollywood who are listening to this, I think we just outlined the sequel for the Walking Dead series.
Well, they had that one spinoff.
Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it started on a plane. Oh my
Oh,
God.
it did?
They did a new spinoff and it needs to end on a plane.
Oh my gosh. Another reason why I should start watching AMC, but if it's not Better Call Saul, I'm not tuning in. Okay, so that is basically what we've got. We encourage you to do the following. You can tweet us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, whatever.
Instagram us.
Instagram us. I don't know what the other things are. LinkedIn, and we're a couple other places too.
Okay.
So we can do all these things, and of course, remember, our motto as always is we're going to be doing these about every 2 weeks. So we will see you in 2 weeks.
Which is?
A fortnight.
We'll see you in a fortnight.
Beautiful word. See you in a fortnight. Frank Marie
Thanks
signing
for
off.
joining.
Love ya. Miss ya. Mean it. Bye.
Don't forget to click subscribe. As always, hashtag Voca Vacay at Voca Vacay and visit VocaVacay.com.